People of God, see, Jesus was aware. He knew the person that would betray him, but he still kept him. Because on a good day, now you know that I'm going to harm you, and you still keep me. What will you say to that? You know that this person is going to betray you. Why not get rid of him, remove him from the group so that you don't know your whereabouts? At least don't you think it would have been better? But I think the thing is, sometimes, even when you know that somebody, you are not too comfortable with somebody, you look at the role the person will play in your life. The knowledge, you knowing that the person is dangerous, is already a way out. There are people that don't push away from you because they are dangerous, because they have a role to play in your life that nobody can play. I was reading a novel, and a man said to a young man a story, Viola. He said, in love, truth is not important. What is important is that the moment of that love, enjoy it. Although that's just the mafia understanding and how to play with life. But what he was saying in effect is that when you are in love, sometimes, even when the other person lies, sometimes just ignore as if you don't know the person has lied, and don't even bring it up. At least you knowing that the person has lied is a plus for you, because you now know how to rearrange yourself with the person better. Because struggling with it to know the truth may even scatter the whole love. So enjoy the love while it lasts. So that is it. That sometimes you catch your girl in a tight corner, or your wife in a tight corner. Sometimes, don't close your eye. Catch now means maybe she tells you, I went to see my friend at the gate, not knowing that when you were coming back, you saw her at Kabuga. So what do you do? Don't even begin, that way come from, I went to see my friend. Which of them? Okay, you want to come out from gate. Okay. So you are welcome. Leave am there. That means you have to be a bit careful, because maybe she's not willing to tell you that she went to Kabuga because you might not be happy. So sometimes some things are better left as they are. Just pretend that it is well. So I think Jesus decided to allow Judas Iscariot to continue, even when he knew what was about to happen, that what Judas Iscariot would do. Even when he knew Peter would betray him. Peter would deny him 3 times. He's supposed to have pushed Peter away, right? But he still kept Peter with him. When he was going to the Mount of Olives again, he carried the same Peter. And even when Peter was assuring him, instead of him to turn and say, Peter, and maybe say, Peter, get out of this place, he did not do that. See, and we must learn something from this. Like anybody who is giving you very vital information, or his things or statement is helping you to get 1 or 2 things, don't push the person away. Because when you push the person away, you close the role the person is playing in your life. There are sometimes that the moment that you see certain things in the life of people as part of their human weaknesses. I have that problem, and many of you here, you have that problem. There are moments that people do certain things, you just look at them and just laugh. Pretend not to know. Because when you look at the role they play, focus more on the role they play, and then see the other part of them as their weaknesses. Because when you push them out, nobody will play that role, which means a part of your life is closed. People of God, what am I saying here? Is the fact that Jesus knew that the person that would play that role of betrayer was Judas Iscariot. If he sends Judas out of the group now, who will play the role? Nobody. And then, had it been he sent Peter away, Peter, you are no, you deny me, you are evil, get out of this place, don't follow me again. Who would have played the role of Peter? And then, had it been said, Peter, don't follow me again, the same person that denied him. Do you know why Jesus leave him? Jesus knew that this same Peter would deny him, and the same Peter again will become the head of the church. He said, Peter, you deny me. He asked him 3 times. Peter, do you love me? He said, you know I love you. Do you love me? You know I love you. Do you love me? You know I love you. Feed my sheep, feed my lamb, feed my sheep. And the same Peter, he said, you henceforth, you will be called a shepherd, Peter, because you are rock, and upon this rock I will build my church. The same Peter. So Jesus was not looking at the mistake Peter will make. He was looking at the greater works Peter is going to do. So you look at the role people are going to play in your life and overlook some of their excesses. Because if you focus on this one's excesses, you will discover that another one is not too different from this one. And one of my children called me, I'm going to send my wife away, she has committed adultery. I say, after sending her away, will you still marry? He said, Father, I'm still young. I say, very good. That one also may commit. One, you feel your wife is an adulteress because you catch her. How did you know catch her, uncle? You know, according to sociologists like Emily Duncan, he said, nobody is a criminal. Everybody is righteous until the day you are caught. So even if you dey thief, so long as they don't catch you, you no be thief. Now when they catch you, now you be thief. Any day when you thief, they don't catch you, you no be thief. So he said the whole idea of being a criminal is just when you are caught that you are a criminal. When you are not caught, you are not a criminal. So all of us, we are criminals and we are not criminals. It depends. So people of God, Christ has taught us this, that there are moments that you don't react to people or push them away from you because you know they are going to do something bad to you, but you look at the larger picture of the role they are going to play. And Peter became one of those that really spread the message, talking about the person of Christ, the body and blood of Christ, the importance of that. People of God, apart from this lesson that Christ has taught us today, you know, learning to look at the role people play in our life, then don't just be pushing them away, because by the time you push away, you discover that in the end, you don't have anybody around you. So there are moments to ignore to people's weaknesses. The second part is the fact that today, which every year priests we must talk about it, is that today is a celebration for all priests. So is the birthday of the priesthood. So is the church birthday of all priests. You know, and today my wonderful children from Abeokuta, about 4 of them, they're my wonderful children, my wonderful family, and then 1 from Lagos. No, 2 from 3 from Lagos, yeah, and then how many said from Abeokuta? They sent message this morning. Oh, Father, happy birthday, happy priest day, because today is a day for priests. Today the priesthood was born. Today the priesthood was instituted. So that's why we are here. Without this day, there will be no priesthood, because there will be nothing to celebrate. So today, the equipment, the instrument of the celebration of the Mass, the Holy Eucharist was instituted, the priesthood was instituted. Say this is my body. And today we did not read this, but today he said after they have finished from supper. So what do we do here? It's a reenactment of the last supper. Do this in memory of me. So today the priesthood was born. Today the Holy Eucharist was instituted. So the people of God, you see, we must be like Christ. Even when Christ knew that Judas Iscariot would betray him, when he was washing the feet of others, he did not say, okay, Peter, you are going to deny me. He did not do that. He washed all of them. He washed their feet. It means we must learn to just live with people and accept them, even in their mistakes, even with their faults, because nobody is perfect. Jesus has been able to teach us this day that look, even those who harm you, treat them well, so that you will not be like them. Now you say, I gossip you, and you're also going to gossip me, which means you're not supposed to gossip, which means you have become like me. So Jesus said, look, my children, even those that will not do you well, treat them well, because you cannot say because this person is bad, me too, I must be bad. Then if you are bad, you have no right to criticize the person. You have no justification. The people of God is saying, let us be grateful for this lesson today, accepting people for who they are, not what they are, accepting their mistakes, accepting their weaknesses, and pray for them, for God to help make great adjustments in their lives.